Everybody, I am so sorry. I have no idea what happened. I didn't even press anything and it just came up. The stream has ended. I am so sorry. I didn't lose internet or anything. It's just coming up that the stream has ended. I didn't press end stream or anything. I'm so sorry. So here we are. We are back for the second half. Let me just quickly pump that out because, oh God, we've had a nightmare there. I don't know what has happened. Sorry, bear with me 1 second, people. I have no idea what happened there. Come on, Sava. Come on. Here we go. Live. Live watch along. Second half. Spurs. Bodo V Spurs. Bodo V Spurs. I don't know. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea what happened. I did not press anything. I have no idea. I do not know what happened. So I apologize to everyone for that. Hopefully we get the numbers back, but I have no idea what happened. Anyway, here we are. We've lost all the likes, the subs, everything. I don't know what happened. That is mad. I did not touch a thing. Anyway, we're back here. The players are back out on the pitch. Here we are. Please, if you haven't subscribed to Football Heritage TV, please do. That would be much appreciated. Really appreciate you all for that. Really appreciate that. I don't know what happened there. I'm really annoyed at that. I don't know what happened. Let's just quickly put that, pin the message. There we go. And the second half looks like it's about to get off and underway. And we're off. We're off and underway. Sorry, I have no idea what happened there. I have no idea what happened. Absolutely not. But hey, we're back. We're back for the second half. Oh my gosh. And then I was just panicking, trying to set up another show. Right, so here's Spurs. Can we get the goal and put this game to bed? Here's Kulusevski. It looks like there's been no substitutions. He's been bloody awful tonight, Kulusevski. Which won't matter if we go through. Now I've got to get new links. Bear with me 1 second, people. Anyway, right, what have we got? Can we play a bit better in this half? I mean, again, it doesn't matter. It would just be nice to actually 24 hours pin that. 1 second, Scar. It just completely froze everything. Here's Solanke driving through. That's better and gets a corner. I can't believe that happened. I just don't know what's happened there. I'm so gutted. I was enjoying that. Anyway, we're back. I don't know why it ended. I don't know why. I didn't press end stream. Anyway, corner kick for Spurs. Can we wrap this game up? Can we wrap this game up? Corner comes in. Solanke tried an overhead kick, missed the ball. And now Bodo going to try and drive it down the line. It's kept on by Berg, is it? Nope, it's not. It's going to be a goal, a throw in to Tottenham Hotspur. Why is my timer wrong? Why on earth is that timer so far ahead? What is happening? 47. What on earth is happening here? All right, I'll leave it. Hang on, I've no idea what's happening here at all. I'm so sorry. I've had an absolute mare here. The stream's ended. The clock's now going fast. I don't know what's happening. When I get to 48:03, I'll start it again. 2, 3. Right, there we go. We should hopefully now all is restored. Hopefully now. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. So can Spurs see this out? Okay, people saying it was a double kickoff. Right, okay, that'll be why. Can Spurs see this game out? At the moment, all is going to plan. But here's Bodo Glimt driving the ball through midfield, blocked by Bentancur. So bloody good then. It's bloody good job they're not brilliant up front, isn't it? Because Spurs look just so sloppy. Very sloppy. Anyway, there's the ball flicked wide. The number 23. Spurs have got bodies back. We should be okay here. The ball's going to be laid back to the left back. Now played into the number 6. He goes back to the left winger. He plays it inside, but Spurs should mop that up. And then the ball is cleared for a throw into Tottenham. Throw into Tottenham there. Anyway, here's Bodo Glimt. And I guess they're going to have to come out, which means that we might have some space. I mean, that's the good thing here, right? I'm guessing they're going to have to come out at some point, like and take some risks, and it gives us a chance to counterattack. Good defending. No, it was good defending. Then given away immediately again. Then the ball is whipped in. It's gone all the way through. I'll tell you what, that wasn't a bad ball in the end. And now the ball is pinging around and then cleared from Spurs. There's the ball spread wide. So Bodo playing with a little bit more urgency here. The ball's played in. At the moment, we've got a good shape. At the moment, we're dealing with everything. And now Brennan Johnson can clear it down the line. But Bodo have won that immediately. Again, we're just giving it away. We're just giving it away. Got to stop giving that ball away. Someone at some point, they're now playing through the midfield. They've now given it away. Here's Richarlison. And he's fouled on the halfway line. I love it. Have you noticed whenever Richarlison is fouled, it's like he's been shot. Have you noticed? Look at him. Look, he goes down like, look at him. Look, have a look at this. Look, he was clipped like that much. Oh, he cracks me up, that boy. Oh, Richarlison. Oh, Richie. So at the moment, Tottenham comfortable at the moment. It was a decent ball in from the Bodo player. Looks like it kind of flicked up off Van der Ven. And to be fair, Adogi did well to get to the back post. Here's Mickey Van der Ven. Ball's played down the line, given away so cheaply. That ball's fired into Solanke and off of the defender for a corner. Am I the only one? I might eat these words in. Am I the only one that thinks that when the ball goes into Solanke, I never feel like he's dangerous? Do you know what I mean? I never feel like he's going to get it, control it, take a touch, whip a ball in the top. Am I the only one that feels like that? Um, so at the moment, Spurs are 37 minutes away from going through. At the moment, as it stands, corner kick whipped in, headed over by the Bodo player. Looks like going to be another corner kick. It is going to be another corner kick. By the way, guys, smash that like button. The more people that smash the like button, the more that see it. We get people back. So short corner this time. Kulu now dinks it in. It's left by Brennan Johnson, but then the Bodo team can clear it. Now they're going to look to break, are they? The turn, the pass, have done well there to get out. Spurs are getting bodies back. And then Bissouma's done really well there. Really good play. I know he doesn't get any credit, but that's really good defensive work from Bissouma. And then the ball over the top from Spurs. Again, it's just wasteful. I reckon pound for pound, he might be. People talking about Solanke is the worst, but I just, as you all know, I didn't want him. Doesn't mean he won't score the odd goal, but I just. Anyway, so far, so good in terms of scoreline. Performance, well, you could say it's great. All the while we go through, it's great. And there's a foul by Solanke as he was pressing and tracking back. Big up to everyone in the chat. Hope you're well. Hopefully everyone is enjoying, I would say enjoying this game of football, but enjoying the fact that we are very close to a European final. And I would bloody expect to win this final with the standards of teams we're playing here. Here's Bodo playing the ball across the back. They've given it away. Here's Kulu, plays it into Richie. And again, it's just so bad up front, isn't it? Spurs win the ball back. Here's Van der Ven on the left-hand side. And then that just awful. Like, oh my gosh. Thank God for the first leg. Thank God for the first leg, because this is atrocious, isn't it? The ball was played into Richie. And he just, there's no, I don't know. Anyway, Bodo now play the ball down the line. That's a good touch. Now the ball is played in behind Bissouma. But one there in the end, and then given away by Kulu immediately. We have got to stop giving this ball away. We have got to stop giving the ball away. This time, can it be cleared by a Dogi? The Bodo player wins the ball back. I know. Remember that guy? Who's that guy who came into the stream and said, "Yeah, you're not a real. What is it? You're not a real fan. You would have gone. I would not pay £1,300 to watch Tottenham Hotspur play, semi-final or not." This. We just can't stop. We can't pass, can we? We cannot pass a football. Is anyone able to put their foot on? Wow, this is awful. It's a good job they're toothless. It's a good job they're toothless up front, isn't it? Because look, let's see how many passes until we give the ball away. So Richie's got the ball on the left-hand side. Run at him. Run at him. Run at him. We didn't even make one pass. Didn't even make one pass. Wow. You can see their fans going mad. Here's Bodo on the edge of our box. Tripped, not tripped. They've still got the ball. The ball's whipped in, headed down. I'll tell you what, we look, oh my gosh. Just again, the ball was put in well by the Bodo player. And he just sort of, I don't know, it's just all a bit. I mean, it's, as I said, you get to the end of the game, it's all good. You've made it to the final, but Jesus Christ, is this the standard of European competitions now? So they're going to make a couple of substitutions. The Spurs head the ball on. Here's Richarlison. Let's see. Can we make any passes? They put it out for a throw in. Right. Let's see. The next time we get the ball, how many passes Tottenham make to their own team? So there's going to be 2 substitutions here for Bodo. I don't know if they're going to take it yet. Can he get the ball across? No. Cleared by Bodo. Then that's kind of sliced volley wide by Bentancur, honestly. So they're going to make 2 players. So Blumberg off, Sorley on. Richie off. Being dreadful tonight, Richie. Richie off, and I think it's going to be Tell coming on. Here's Bissouma driving forward, gives the ball to Brennan Johnson, which normally means the move ends. Back to our friend Spurs on the left-hand side. Matt, I'm getting rid of you straight away, Matt. Go away. Clean sheet will be massive. Sure, we look dreadful, mate. There's a corner to Tottenham. Again, poor play from Bodo. Poor play. Fired it into his goalkeeper. I mean, they're toothless. They're toothless, aren't they? So I just don't know. I just want someone to just slow it. Do you know what I mean? Just someone in the midfield. Put your foot on the ball. Calm it down. put your foot on the ball, slow it down. Don't have to keep giving it away every 5 seconds. There's a corner, lofted high, headed down. Spurs have scored. We're in the final. Dominic Solanke, Tottenham Hotspur in the final. I didn't think it went in, but it looks like it's gone through everyone. And Tottenham are into the final. Tottenham are into the final of the Europa League. And Tottenham Hotspur, it's written in the stars. We are going to win this tournament. Let me change the score. It was Dominic Solanke, I believe. It all happened a bit in slow motion on my TV. The ball bounced down through the defender. It looked like it went through the defenders. I want to see it again. Here we go. So corner whipped in. Back post. Solanke. Back post. It looks like Romero, has headed it across. Solanke from 2 yards out. Game over. Job done. And Tottenham Hotspur are in the final. Tottenham Hotspur are in the final. Tottenham will be in the final. For anyone who can get tickets, start booking your flights, start booking your hotels, because Tottenham are going to be in the final. Dominic Solanke, 2 yards out. Matt is now getting blocked, everyone. Again, stupid. I don't take stupid shit. Doubters to Ange because we've beaten Bodo Glimt. I really have no idea. No idea what's going on. Here's Bodo trying to drive forward. They just don't have the quality, do they? Here's the right winger for Bodo Glimt. We've got 2 men on him. Good work again by Bissouma. I think Bissouma does so much better than people give him credit. So much better. So, Tottenham are going to be in a final, barring an absolute miracle for Bodo, which even Spurs aren't going to do that. But Tottenham are going to be in Bilbao. All of those fans that are there are going to be in Bilbao. And my voice is going. It is all going to be on that one game. At the moment, against Man United, who are still, I believe, 1-0 down, 3-1 up on aggregate. But as it stands, Tottenham Hotspur are going through to the final. It was the easiest of finishes from Solanke. Even Solanke can't miss from there. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Bodo 0, 4-1 on aggregate. And Tottenham are going to be in the final against Man United. Oh, good grief. This is... Good grief. All the silly talk started already. Hey, honestly, I just... Our fans are unbelievable. I won't tell you what's just been said to me, but anyway, here's Bodo playing out the back, and Tottenham now are in the final. Tottenham are absolutely in the final. Yep. Here's Bodo Glimt. Spurs now, cruise control. Cruise control. And now Papa Sarr is coming on. So Papa Sarr's got Brennan Johnson's down. The Brennan Johnson, somebody probably blew him over. Can we stop doing this? Bodo are better at home than away. Look at the facts. Just because they're... honestly, football fans are just unbelievable. Unbelievable football fans. They are better at home. They are better at home, clearly, than away. That's a fact. It's just a fact. I'm not sure why we can't deal with facts. So Man United still only losing 1-0. So at the moment, we're looking at let's be fair, the team that are 14th and 16th in the Premier League are both in a European final as it stands. It's mental. Absolute crazy behaviour. But there's an offside there. Tottenham are 23 minutes away from a European final. And all the Angian fans are going to come for me, aren't they? As though I've said we're going to lose. But as it stands, yeah, it's kind of quietened down. The Bodo fans. Do you know what, Ash? I said it last week. I thought Bissouma was the best player last week. I think he's been the best player again. He puts out a lot of fires for Tottenham that people don't see because he's not glamorous. He's not glamorous. Just such a shame we won't have Maddison for the final. Just such a shame. Because obviously we're going to have to play a lot better than this. Bodo driving forward now, but I think they'll probably know that this game is done. All we've got to do is just be sensible. We're at that stage, right? Just sensible. And they're going to have to come forward. We're going to pick them off if they do come forward like this. There's the ball down the wing to Destiny Udogie. Take him on. No, laid it off to Sarr. Sarr lays it off to Kulu. God, my voice is going, isn't it? Kulu to Porro. Porro's whipped it in. Porro has scored the most unlikely of goals. It's done. Game, set, match. Tottenham are 2-0 up. I don't even know if he meant it, but it's done. We're in the final, and Tottenham can still save their season with a quick 5-minute double. I don't even know if he meant it. The keeper just went like that. Tottenham Hotspur 2-0 up in the blink of an eye, and Spurs are in the final of the Europa League. 5-1 on aggregate, 2-0 on the night. Fair play to the boys. They've kept going. It's not been a good performance, but 2-0 is all you need. Let's have a look. So Udogie lays the ball off to Sarr. Sarr played it out to Kulu. Kulu goes one more to Porro. Porro's crossed it. He hasn't had a shot. Porro's crossed it. It's looped up, hit the post, gone in. Spurs don't care. We don't care. 2-0 up, and the game is well and truly over. Tottenham are in the final of the Europa League, and we will be playing. Let's just double checking the score. We will be playing. Man United have just equalised as I've turned it over. Man United 1, Bilbao 1, which is 4-1 on aggregate. We're 5-1 on aggregate. 2 not close semi-finals in the end, and it's on. It's an all-English final. It's an all-English final, unless anyone has a miracle, and it's not happening. Let me change the time. I don't know why that didn't change. I thought I'd done that. Tottenham winning 2-0. Tottenham are into the final of the Europa League. And Bodo have huffed and puffed, but just haven't got anything to trouble us up top. They really haven't. They've played some neat interplay, haven't got anything in the final third. United, yeah, it's definitely just confirmed. United, the goal did stand. So United 1-0 and Tottenham 2-0 up. So this game is done. That game over there is done. We know the final, unless there's any hiccups. We know the final. Here's Spurs driving forward again. We're gonna get moments on the break here because they are going to have to put men forward. Even they know they're not going to score 4 goals in this second half. Here they are on the right-hand side. I think you could see in their players now it's taken the sting out of them, that second goal, hasn't it? Completely taken the sting out of the game. And Tottenham are going to the final of the Europa League in what is going to be a match of the 2 underperforming Premier League big clubs. And both sets of fans are going to love their night in Bilbao. Fair play to anyone that goes, anyone that gets a ticket. Bodo what that second goal has done as well is suddenly now we're first to balls. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before it was wasn't great. Now we're first to balls. They've gone, and I expect to see this out comfortably from here on in. They keep focusing on someone in the crowd. I'm guessing that must be the chairwoman. They keep focusing on her. So an all English final. God, my voice is going. An all English final. All English final. My phone is blowing up like you can only imagine. It cracks me up. My phone, the messages that people send so quickly is madness. This manager is brilliant. I love it. I love it. Have we got all the? Oh God, we've got all the trolls now. I look sad. Do I look sad? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Why do I look sad? I'm laughing. Oh my God. Oh, Royal Norwegian family. There's a ball by Bodo floated across to the side. But they know they're done here. Fair play. They're still going, but I think they know they're done here. Thank you, the Princess of Norway. Thank you. Problem when you don't have the sound on, it's the problem. Princess of Norway. I just, anyone like this will be blocked. It's just silly. It's just really, really silly. But he's in on board. Oh, look, Ange has got us to the final. I wouldn't expect any different with the teams we've played. Fair play to him. Now we've got to go and win it. Doesn't mean anything unless you win it. But for the moment, that's not what's important. The game is what, 2 weeks today? Is that right? Is it 2 weeks today? The game? My counter stopped to go. What's going on here? No, it hasn't. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. Okay, let me stay hydrated. What I love is all these people that come into my chat and troll me as though I've not said we're going to win the tournament. I find it all very funny. These people, very, very funny. Bristol City 0, Sheffield United 2 for anyone that cares about the playoffs. Guys, can we not start slagging off other YouTubers, please? Come on, let's be better than that. Let's not start slagging off YouTubers. YouTubers are people as well. You can't just slag them off and call them names. Can we not do that? It's just not nice. So Tottenham Hotspur are 15 minutes away from booking a place. So, what I like is we're only 2 weeks away from the final, right? We're only 2 weeks away from the final. Two weeks away, 2 weeks today. So Bodo, bless them. I mean, they're still trying to play, but I think they know it's done. They know it's done. It must be difficult when you are 5-1 down to keep going, but fair play to them. And we've got renewed energy from that second goal. Renewed energy from that second goal. I really wish I had a way of listening to it whilst watch. You know what I mean? It's so difficult sometimes. Things you want to know. There's a ball played down the line. Benton. See again in the first half, Bentancur wasn't getting to those balls. The second half he is now. Now we got the lead. He is getting those balls, and we are going to go through. Hang on, there's the crowd. Where's Sean? Can we see Sean or Henry? Doesn't look like we will. They're going to be so drunk, aren't they? They're going to be so drunk. Those boys. Yeah, the Bodo fans are just all looking a little bit forlorn now. Bit forlorn. And Tottenham now comfortably through to the final. Man United comfortably through to the final. And both the English teams can be very happy tonight. And it's going to be fire on YouTube, isn't it? It's going to be fire on YouTube between Spurs fans and Man United fans. As Bodo bring the ball out of the back. Yeah, our energy levels have gone up. Our energy levels have gone up since that second goal. Um, much better second half. Much better second half than first half. They're still they're still trying, but whereas in the first half, a lot of their passes were connecting, now they're not. And Spurs are getting to that ball first. We're getting to those um uh they're getting to those 50-50s first, Tottenham, where we weren't in the first half. That's made a huge difference here. Guys in the chat, everyone, just for once, can we all not have a go at each other? Can everyone just not have a go at each other? Like, can we not? Can we just enjoy what's going on just for 1 minute? Like, is anyone allowed to for 1 minute? Like, I know no one likes anything nice in life, but just for 1 minute, just take a breath and everyone stop going at each other. I'm seeing people having a pop at each other for no reason. I don't know what the problem is. Man United have scored, by the way. So Man United have matched Spurs 5-1. 5-1. 5-1. Let's have a look. If I quickly go over. Actually, I won't because they're on the attack. Again, look, Solanke there getting back. Wasn't doing that in the first half. That goal has changed everything. Honestly, our fans just get so pathetic. Some of the comments that are coming through to me, it's just mad. Here's Bodo down the right hand side. Yeah, nothing's clicking for them now. These people, honestly, I've never known anything like it from Spurs fans. We've got no one's humble. Like no one's humble. The way some of my WhatsApp groups, some of the things that people are saying, uh, absolutely mad, absolutely mad. Honestly, mad, absolutely mad. Here's Bodo down the left hand side. Ball played in. Should get there. We have got there. We haven't. We've lost it. Someone block him. Yeah, and then I think again, really good from Bissouma. I think Bissouma puts out so many fires. Honestly, I despair. I despair of some people. I just fucking despair. Honestly, it's utterly crazy. Oh, dearie me, dearie me. So Vicario, not Vicario. Yeah, sorry, for some reason, I completely forgot who our goalkeeper was. It was Vicario. Tottenham trying to go down the left hand side. Nope, not this time. So now the ball's going to go over to our left back area. Oh, our fans. So Tottenham now, 6.5 minutes. It's all done. Barring the screaming and the shouting, it's all done. Bodo, listen, I'll give them maximum credit. No one would have had Bodo Glimt in the semi-finals. They've done really well. It's been a step too far for them. It's been a hurdle too far. It's been a hurdle too far for Bodo Glimt. Tottenham, much better second half here. The first half I thought was really, really poor. Second half, we've been quicker. We've fought for balls a lot better. I think we've been a much better team. Man United are 3-1 up, by the way. So Man United are 3-1 up, which means they are 6-1 up on aggregate. 6-1 for United. How on earth have two semi-finals been so one-sided? How? Madness. Absolutely madness. 5-1 and 6-1. Rasmus Højlund getting the goal. Rasmus Højlund getting the third Man United goal. Tottenham fans, Man United fans, get ready because we're about to have a final battle. There's a ball played down the channels. Really good tackle by Romero, and the ball goes out for a corner kick to Bodo. It's all over. It's just mad. Honestly, you wouldn't believe some of the groups, some of the WhatsApp groups I'm in. It's like with grown men. It's like they're people like Matt. Like one win and suddenly any other player in the world is just absolutely shit. It's utterly amazing. It is utterly amazing. Some of the shit I'm reading. I'll call it out from people like Lubo and that idiot Phil Coys. And anyone would think that. I'll tell you at the end. I'll tell you at the end. We have to, we can't ever just say well done to ourselves. We have to belittle everyone else when doing it. So Tottenham are 2.5 minutes away. We're going to be in our second European final in the space of 6 to 7 years. Let's just hope the outcome this time is different because we're not playing Liverpool this time. We are playing I would say a wounded Man United as Bodo have a shot. Vicario claims it at a second attempt. But I can't believe it. 6-1 in their leg, 5-1 in our leg. It's utterly madness. These are meant to be semi-finals. Where's the fight? Where's the madness? We don't care tonight. We don't care. Those Bodo fans look cold, and all of a sudden the Spurs fans look a little bit hotter, don't they? Will Ange get sacked? Ange isn't going to get sacked for the final, is he? Well, that's not the question. So Ange is going to play the final, isn't he? So Tottenham Hotspur, 1 minute away. I can't imagine there'll be a lot of injury time. I can't imagine there will. Maybe 3 minutes. I don't remember too much happening. So I would put this into the bracket of professional. There's a goal kick to Tottenham. It's all over. Oh, dearie me. 3 minutes. There you go. We got 3 minutes. Tottenham Hotspur, 3 minutes away. We are in the final. Man United are 4-1 up. Bloody hell. What has happened there? Man United are 4-1 up. Mount, Casemiro, Højlund, and Mount. So Man United 7-1 on aggregate. Tottenham 5-1 on aggregate. No, we're 16th in the Premier League. No. Well, I'm going to get this all night, aren't I? I'm going to get this all night. No. This you can't have a process when you've lost 19 league games. No. Just be happy we're in the final tonight. Don't worry about me. Don't worry that I don't like him. It's absolutely fine. Unbelievable. Chelsea have won 1-0. Chelsea have won 1-0. So Dominic Solanke with a first, the header down from Romero. Solanke on hand. 1, 2, 3 yards out. Couldn't miss from there. The second, Pedro Porro from the right-hand side. Was it a cross? Was it a shot? Does it bloody matter? It went in. It's definitely a cross. Hit the post. Goes in. Bodo Glimt are out. Bilbao are out. The two English clubs are in, and one of us has a chance. One of us has a chance to save our season. Man United has finished 4-1. That game is over. 7-1 on aggregate. I wonder if Stel will join us afterwards. Tell's hamstring looks like it's gone, doesn't it? Tell's hamstring looks like it's gone. That is Tell, isn't it? It's someone limping over there, holding the back of their hamstring. But Tottenham are going to be in a final. And Ange and the manager, that's nice to see. Both having a little cuddle just before the full-time whistle goes. And Tottenham Hotspur are going to be in the final of the Europa League. I'm just trying to think which Man United fans. I'll probably get a call from someone like Saeed. And now it's going to be the battle of who can save their season. Sarr heads the ball in the air. This is going to be full time. Ref, blow the whistle. Come on. Put everyone in Bodo out there. Misery. And there's a trip in the box. The ref's given a penalty. Bodo Glimt have a penalty. Only Spurs. Yeah. Only Spurs could give away a penalty in the 94th minute of a 93rd minute game. Only Spurs. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can win on the night 2-1, even if they score, and it will still be 5-2 on aggregate. Let me get some super chats while we're doing this. My voice has gone. Chris Motley, to keep up the good work. Sava, this is a tough watch. So how you're still commentating, I don't know. Big up to you. I really, really appreciate that, Chris. That's very, very generous. I do try my best, mate. I don't know why sometimes. Just get loads of people being horrible. Big up to User, who said, big up Spurs. Big up to you, my man. Yeah, we are in the final. We're in the final. We are in the final. We are in the final. Big up to you, my man. Thank you very much. Richest man, thank you very much. The Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. He's going to look at the monitor. I don't think this is going to be given. It wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. I think the ref's going to look at the screen and then disallow it. From my point, let's have a look. Porro. No, it's not a penalty in any way, shape, or form. It's not a penalty. Yeah, he's disallowed the penalty. There you go. Fair enough. I like that, though. He looked at it once. He had one look and went, nah, see you later. That's what you want from refs. Big up to the Rich S man as well. Big up to Laszlo Smooth Jazz, who said, Sav, what sort of crap messages? Mate, there's some of the messages I'm reading. Again, it's these people that rather than being happy about Spurs, they want to have a go at me about something I might have said ages ago. That's what they do. And this is what you're about to see after this match ends. You're about to see a lot of it, but big up to you. Thank you very much. Blaine, I'm going to read yours in a minute. Big up. Tottenham are through to the final of the Europa League. Tottenham Hotspur have won 2-0 to go to the final in Bilbao against Manchester United. And Tottenham Hotspur have a chance to write some history this season. And as we said before the game, we got to win it. We're in the final. We've got to win it. We've got to win this final now. But right now, everyone very happy. My man of the match, Bissouma. Absolutely. My man of the match, Bissouma. I thought he was brilliant last week in the first leg. I think he's been brilliant this week in the second leg. And now, Jack, I know, I'm ready for it, but my voice has gone. Big up, I need some of the people to come and join me. Big up to Blaine, said, well, I feel alive again in the first time in a long time. We're in the final, and in or and out, or what you believe in against. May the 21st, we put it all to the side and shout as one to win the cup. You would like to bloody think so, wouldn't you? You would like to think so. Bissouma, hang on, sorry, I've just said Bissouma was brilliant again. So Tottenham in the final, they're screaming and shouting, the Spurs fans. I'm trying to find Sean and them. I mean, it's still 400 people to search through, but Tottenham are in the final. Big up to you, Blaine. I really hope that everyone gets on the same page for the final at least. Gonna go through the night. Tottenham Hotspur are in the final. Tottenham Hotspur are in the final. Big up, Blaine. Really appreciate you, my friend. So Tottenham Hotspur are in a European final. Now, listen, we bloody well should be with the run we've had, but we still had to get it over the line. We have got it over the line. And now we can go and paper over what's been an awful season. Can we do the next step? Man United, it's going to be tougher, a lot tougher than tonight. But why not? Why not go and win that cup? Surely our name is on this trophy. Surely for one year, our name is on a trophy. Hang on, sorry, who's this? Oh, utter chaos in the WhatsApp group, Dan. Utter chaos. Utter chaos. Not happy that we've won. Having a pop at an opinion. Utter chaos.
You know what? Bollocks to them. Simple as that. We won the game. We got the job done. It's what we needed to do. It was a painful game to watch by the eye from any means. They seemed to come out a lot more energetic in the second half to get a goal. We did our job. We done what we wanted them to do. We're in the final. And that was what we wanted.
Absolutely. Absolutely. John said, I want Spurs to win it. Sava, of course we do. Listen, I don't think tonight, right now, isn't the time to worry about Man United. We'll talk about them in a bit. But listen, I thought the second half and the first half were chalk and cheese, Dan. I thought once that first goal went in, suddenly it was like we were first to every ball. Where in the first half we weren't. And I thought we fully deserved it over the two legs in the end. I thought we fully deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, we basically done sort of what wanted them to do. Sit back, not totally shut up shop, but just wait for your chance. Yeah, I think we had a couple of chances we could have took in the first half and didn't. But then we weren't really in a situation where we had to either. I thought we actually played a sensible game of football. I mean, it might have been proper dry lunch to watch, which it was, even with the goals.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we done the job professionally, I would say, which was what we wanted them to do. Just play sensible football, get the job done, and then let's take it from there when we go play Man U in Bilbao.
Absolutely, mate. Listen, it doesn't matter how you get there in the end. It doesn't matter. Hang on, let me get my chair back into some sort of position where I'm not side on. It doesn't matter how you get there. Now we face Man United, who, by the way, for anyone that's just joined, Man United did go through 7-1 on aggregate. Man United won 7-1 on aggregate. I'll be honest, I did not see that coming against Bilbao. But now, Dan, we go to Bilbao 2 weeks today, I believe. 2 weeks today is the final, if I'm not wrong, 8th, 15th, 22nd. Is that right?
10 days, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
14, well, 2 weeks today. Hang on, Lubo, please email me the link. I've just said no, just to wind him up a little bit. No, I will. I'm joking. Watch Lubo, everyone. He's going to come on hot. Lubo's going to come on hot. You ready?
Oh, my God.
Here we go. So
who's more energetic, Lubo or Perchy?
Here we go. He's going to come on hot. I can see it a million miles off. Hang on. I'm trying to send it to him. What's his email address? There we go, Lubo. Listen, Dan, it's a great night. Listen, I've got on the manager's back. I've got on the team's back, and I think rightly so throughout the season. But tonight is not about the league. Tonight is purely about the Europa League. We've made it to the final. We've had this feeling 6 years ago of getting to a final, all right, on a bigger stage. But just gotta hope. Hope it's a different outcome this time.
It's like I said for me, the league was done and dusted for me 3 months ago. And like I said, poor game, but either way, I don't really care. Sometimes you got to scrimp and scrape your way through the shit and everything. That's what we did with playing Man U in the final now. What else can you ask for in that aspect?
No, absolutely. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm absolutely staggered that Bilbao have been battered over 2 legs 7-1. Hang on, just quickly. Someone's at my front door. Oh, it's the wife. She's got a key. That doesn't matter. Look, listen. I want to say first and foremost, let's say fair play to Bodo. I want to say fair play to them. A club that size with those wages have no right really to be getting semi-finals of tournaments. And I thought I thought did really, really well in terms of giving themselves a really good showing in the Europa League in the last in the last 2-3 years. So fair play to them for doing that. But ultimately, they just didn't have enough for us, did they? Ultimately, they couldn't break us down.
No, you could blatantly see they didn't. I thought they were going to be significantly. They were better in their own ground. You could see that than I was. A lot more comfortable in the ball. Had some of their players back and that, but we just had too much for them in the end because we had that 2-goal difference over them.
No, absolutely. It was too much for them. I thought, listen, if I break the game down, I thought the first half, I thought they played some nice, neat approach football. But in the final third, I never really felt like they were going to hurt us. I can see why they've got this far. They do play some good stuff. But second half, that goal just killed them, didn't it? The goal, really a good corner from Tell, header by Romero, and the goal killed them, didn't it? It just killed them.
And then with that, it also let us start making it loosened it right up for Spurs as well. Job was done. As soon as we got that goal, job done, and then everything calmed down. And it was just pretty much easy work from there, basically. They knew they was finished. We knew we was through. And then you can play with that bit more confidence when you know the job's basically done. I mean, I didn't think that was a penalty for me at the end. So some saying it was, some saying it wasn't. But either way, painful game to watch still. But I'm glad we're through to the final, and we shall see what happens with Man U.
Do you know what? It's one of those things where I think people need to realise as well. During the game, it can be painful. But at the end, we don't care. Like, that's life, right? The process might be painful, but if the end result is good, I'm all over it. Now, we've got 2 weeks. I mean, we got 2 league games in between, which I'm guessing just he's going to put out all the kids. I'm guessing you're going to have to give a few minutes here and there to some of these senior pros to keep their legs warm and keep them going. But look, I'm so happy for the players. I am. I'm really happy for the players. More than that, I'm really happy for the fans. I'm really happy for the Spurs fans. I think we've had to put up with a lot for many, many years. It's been really bad for many years. And this, we deserve this, don't we? We, Spurs.
Yeah. I was about to say this year. I mean, if you want to be technical, Spurs don't deserve nothing from the way they've played this year. Yeah, absolutely jack shit. Do they deserve to be in that final or get anything? No. But as fans, for the pain that we've been put through this season, by the crap that manager's been and the crap that some of the football for them players have given us, we deserve to be in a final to win something as fans. That's where we deserve something.
Yeah, I agree. Can you bear me 1 second?
That's cool. I mean, like I said, bit of a painful game to watch. I mean, that first half, just boring, understatement. But second half, we got the goal. We got what we needed. We got the job done. It's all I asked them to do, basically. Sit back, take it tight, and just get the job done. Play sensible. And we did. Again, got the job done. That's what we needed to do.
Mate,
now in the final... Now the question is, where does the final go from there? Who's going to turn up on the day? Who's going to, only them can tell 2 weeks' time.
Absolutely. I mean, I think the one gutting thing for me is I just wish we had Maddison for that final. I really do. Because Man United, we've seen lately, they do score a lot of goals. I know that's mad because a few months ago, they couldn't score goals at all. Lately, they have been scoring goals. And I just got a feeling this is going to, I feel like this could be a classic final. Hopefully I'm not saying it too soon. I feel like this could be a 3-all, a 4-3, just something. Do you know what I mean? I feel like there could be a lot of goals in this final, the way both these teams play. Corey and his forfeits.
Yeah.
Well, so far it's 2. We got to win the cup to get me through, but
well, it was one of your forfeit. It was a forfeit for you if we get through to the final, wasn't it?
Yep, and if we win it, I still owe Mr. Daigle a forfeit as well. So I already know my forfeit from Daigle. I've got to get a tattoo. So
well, listen, look, we are through to a final. That's the key thing here. We are through to a final. We've experienced this before. I'm glad that it's actually during the season. And what I mean by that is, do you remember the Champions League final, guys, where it was the season finished and then there was like a 3-week gap? Does anyone remember that? There was a massive gap from the end of the season to the final. So for me, I'm really happy it's happening when it is happening. 2 weeks left. There's going to be a lot of content. There's going to be a lot of conversations moving forward. But guys, we're 90 minutes away from Champions League, and that is the key thing here. That is the key thing here.
The madness is that if you want to get technical about it and everything, winning this trophy, the most important part of it is not actually the trophy. It's getting the Champions League out of it so that this club does not fall apart in the next 5 years. That's the whole mad thing about it. But this winning the Europa Cup, brilliant. For me, that's better than a League Cup or an FA Cup if we get it personally, in my opinion, because it's another one we can slam down that we've at least done it in Europe. And
I wonder how the Arsenal fans are feeling right now.
I don't know. I've sent a few text messages already and got no replies, so I think that just about says it all.
I've put one into a couple of groups that's got Arsenal fans in it, and then because I didn't get a message after 10 minutes, I just put some tumbleweed, flying through. But look, listen, you know me, and I know what people will want. I know what people will want to be tuning in and thinking that I'm falling off my chair and punching things, and that's not how I am. I think you guys all know that.
Yeah.
It's just this is now the just massive. This is a massive game for so many.
This is going to get under the claw of all Arsenal fans. We're still the only North London club to get to European Cup final now. What, 4 times? Catch up, Arsenal.
I mean, look, if we win that, I think then we start planning. Right, this is the key thing for me. It's a lot of people I've talked to. I've said that the main thing here, we've got to have Champions League next year by hook or crook. We've got to. We've absolutely got to, because it is so essential to the caliber of manager, caliber of players, you know, so many things. Also, I'll be honest, as a YouTuber, right, here you go. If I'm brutally honest, as a YouTuber, I don't want 1 game a week next season. Do you know what I mean?
No, you don't. It's your
I don't want
really.
1 game a week next season. You know, we want as many games as possible, and people love streams and people want to watch a lot of streams. So we need to win that game. Just quickly on Man United, guys, really quickly. Are you guys surprised? I mean, it's 7-1 they've slapped Bilbao on aggregate. I mean, it's a bit of a statement, isn't it?
The statement of intent, definitely. Man United in a one-off game. I know we've beaten them 3 times already this year, but it's a bit, yeah. It's hard to really put my finger on saying if we will win this or not. I want us to win it. I want this trophy drought over with. Amen. I was at the last time we won something, man, against Chelsea. 17 years ago, I was 23. I haven't seen nearly anything now in 2 decades. Like, come on, Spurs, please. I want to be able to watch a match with my granddad again before. I know my granddad's recovered from cancer now, but I want to be able to go to his house on the 21st with my cousin, my granddad, my uncle. We'll sit there and watch the match around my granddad's big 100-inch TV, and beers are going and we're winning and we're all cuddling each other. I've missed that for that feeling for 17 years with my family, and I want it again.
Can I just ask, sorry, like, unfortunately, too many haters have dug a hole for themselves. They would prefer Spurs to lose the final. Who?
No. Who?
Sorry, who? I haven't seen one comment in the chat that says we want to lose the final or we're going to lose a final. I haven't seen one. Could you please quantify this for me? Let me see if I can find one person. Here you go. I'll ask in the chat. Anyone in the chat who's a Spurs fan who doesn't want to win the Europa League final? I fail to believe that people just say these silly things like madness.
No, I desperately want to win it, and there's going to be nothing wrong with winning it because Angie's gone anyway. Whether we win it or not, he's gone. So I'll back him all the way for it. He's gone anyway. So it ain't even about Ange now, Angie in, Ange out, whatever. Tonight should just be about the fact that we're in a fucking Europa Cup final, whether we deserve it or not. How dirty we got there, I don't care. We got there. We're in the final.
We deserve it. 2 weeks. Dan, we deserve it. And listen,
fans,
I said it's an easy run, but we deserve it. Like there's been no one en route that I thought, oh my God, these are the best team ever, and we've got no chance. But is it, guys? Let me bring you in, Mark. Is it now? Does it make it better for you that we're playing Man United, or worse? Like, is it better that we're playing another English team again? Because we had this with Liverpool, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or would you rather the unknown?
You know what?
I'm bringing him down here with me.
Oh, hang on.
Matty sold me out. Matty sold me out.
Big up, everyone.
You know what? You know what we're like. You know, I mean, Man United have just got that knack of winning stuff, even if they're rubbish.
Not this year. Not this year.
No, but like, you know, under the previous manager, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, I believe we can beat them, and I want us to beat them. But it's just that nagging doubt every time, isn't there? But this does remind me of '84. I'm not saying I was old enough to remember that, but, you know, obviously.
I was conceived around that time.
Being a youngster.
By the way, for anyone that cares, there is still a game going on. By the way, Chelsea went through tonight. The Chelsea are in the final of the Conference League, and they will play the winners of Fiorentina and Betis, which is currently in extra time. 2-2 on the night, 4-3 to Betis. 4-3 to Betis. Over the tie. Now, what this still means, the interesting thing about this is at the moment, Anthony can still win 2 European trophies this season. Anthony of Betis, or who actually plays for Man United, could still win 2. And you've got to say Lo Celso as well, who's at Betis. He could win a trophy. So that I'll watch that game while we're talking.
Is this true? What is this true? I'm sorry. Is this true? What I heard that Tell gets a Bundesliga winners medal?
Yes, I think he does because he played.
Yeah,
he played a certain amount of games. He played a minimal amount of games. I think
it's a certain amount of minutes played. I believe the ruling states
something like that. Certain amount.
I read that somewhere, and I was like, "What?"
It's like if we win Europa, Mikey Moore gets a medal as well because of minutes played. Not appearances, it's more minutes played, I think it is, it's done on.
It's one or the other each way.
It always used to be appearances, doesn't it? Because if you notice, if you notice Liverpool, they'll give all the fringe players and they make the appearances. It always used to be appearances. You had to make so many.
I mean, it's like I get what a lot of people are saying. Win a trophy is much more important than being in the Champions League. Yes, it is. I totally agree. I would rather have, if it's one or the other, I take the trophy. But the problem is, from how screwed we are at the moment now, is if we don't get that Champions League, you can say our next 3 years are absolutely screwed as well. So the Champions League is just as important as the trophy, basically.
All I care about is a trophy.
Yeah, well, we win that, we get Champions League anyway, so that's all that matters at the end of the day.
You've never seen one, have you, Matty?
No,
Champions League.
Big up, bro, by the way.
Big up chat, everyone. I want to know to build out.
May, you sold me out, bro.
I had to. I saved that message 4 or 5 months ago.
Why sell me out for?
No, I remember you and Brian talking 4 or 5 months ago about your tattoo, which you still haven't got, mate. And then
I need this. I need this. Anyone?
I told you that day. I told you that day we went to the final.
Anyone want to fund the tattoo I've got to go and get for Brian? Yeah.
Bet's a bet, so pay up or
Yeah.
That day
I always do.
You know what I'm saying?
The second one.
Sorry, by the way, I think I've missed. I've missed some super chats. Sorry, my bad, guys. Big up to Rob Frank, who said we're doing the absolute business in Europe. Win it for us, Ange. And then I can't read that. I can't read that tonight, Rob. I can't. As much as I don't like the manager, I can't say that live on stream. For one night, surely we could give him a pass. Big up to you, Rob. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you so much, brother. Big up to another person who always gives me support. Said 10 for you, Sava. Big up Sanctuary 7. So we're in the final. My bro supports United. I support Spurs. I really think we need this more than them. Come on, Spurs. Don't break my heart now. But I'll tell you what, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about that in a minute, Sanctuary 7, because I've been speaking to Man United fans who will very much beg to differ. So we'll have that chat in a minute, but big up to you, man. I really appreciate you. Big up to Martin Knightsbridge. How you doing out there in Spain? Said Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. Martin, if you get tickets, I'll come and stay at yours, providing you live near Bilbao. Much love to you, mate. I hope you are well. Thank you so much. And the Two Marks show, the Sheriff, some bloke called the Sheriff, He's
dodgy. He's dodgy. You don't
dodgy,
take no notes of him.
Dodgy accent, dodgy everything. I said, Savvy, you deserve this. Big up. Thank you. Spurs are on their way to Bilbao. Please like and sub the 2 Mark Show. I love it. This super chat was nothing. This was nothing to do with me deserving it, Mark. This was to do with me promoting your show. Please,
shameless.
700 of you in it. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to these gents and their chats. If one of my mods would be so kind to put their links in the show, that would be amazing. Big up Beth E has said, when does the giant oversized flag go up? It's going up right where that time for change flag is. Don't you worry about that, Beth. Dan and I will make sure that we get it.
It's happening.
Do you know what? We'll drive down there. We'll put it up ourselves and video it.
All right, I'll give you the address. You drive down here. I'll get the key on.
Rich, welcome. Matty, welcome. Matty.
Thanks, mate.
How are you? How was your romantic lunch with Perchy? Was that good?
Amazing lunch, amazing night, amazing game. Brilliant.
Love it. Good. Love it. Love it. And where did you and Perchy eat? Anywhere nice?
McDonald's.
We went down to a market and we walked through, and he got this big bowl of like meat, rice, everything, and then I couldn't find anything I liked, so I just didn't eat. But I enjoyed debating him. We had some good debates.
I'm sure you did. Anyone seen Lubo, by the way? Anyone seen Lubo? Guys,
what was it? Did I just miss that? Like, you meet up with Bertie tonight? Or did I just misunderstand that?
I went for lunch with him.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I just misunderstood that. Don't worry.
They went for lunch together. By the way, people, please do smash the like button. Apologies for the first stream that ended. I have no idea what happened. I've got a feeling Perchy did it being drunk. I've got a feeling Perchy did it because he's the only one with admin rights to my channel. So I've got a feeling that on his phone, he's gone end stream instead of exit. Apologies. Guys, let's talk about it. Who needs this more? Man United, who are about to build a brand new stadium, new owners, spent a lot of money in the summer, and they're Man United, or Tottenham, haven't won a trophy for 17 years, need the revenue because of the new stadium we've already got. Who needs this more?
United won a cup last season. Last season, United won a cup. When did we last win any trophy? 2008. That was before I was born. Of course we needed it better.
Sure. If we're talking about just from a trophy perspective, absolutely. We're talking about from finances and a club perspective.
Spurs.
That's where I'm coming from. I think both clubs are very desperate for this.
Yeah, but we need this 10 times more than Man U, because when it comes down to the crunch, like it or lump it, the size of Man U, their name can still attract people. They've still got 10 times more pulling power that we have. They will slap the money, even if they go bankrupt, say they're bankrupt, which they're obviously not. They will put treble the wages down that we do. They will pay treble the payments that we do, whether they're in the Champions League or not. They will still be able to rake themselves out of this. We need this cup for Spurs, and we also need this Champions League to make sure that we do not end up as a regular bottom 10 team, basically. We need this as well. Than Man U.
We need this as well, more than anything, controversially, to attract the sort of caliber of manager to take us forward next season. At the end of the day, that's not a popular opinion with a lot of, you don't run this channel to be popular, Sava, let's face it. You run it as an authentic Spurs fan, which is why we all love it. But the bottom line is we need Champions League, not only for the revenue, for the players, but so we can attract a manager. And Paratici can hopefully, if he is coming back, get someone of the stature in world football who can take us forward, and we can all kiss Ange on his cheek and let him sail off into the sunset.
I would never kiss him on the cheek.
Let's face it. We need this just to get the monkey off the back. Sure. You know what I mean? You know how many? You never win nothing. It's been going on for years, man. All this about Spursy, you never win nothing, blah blah blah. No matter how good a team we've had, You don't get it over the line. You don't win it. We need this just to get that thing that we never win nothing. A bit like Newcastle with the Carabao Cup, this year. And I feel sorry for them because that was their first trophy in, 70 years? But even I wasn't born then.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, guys, isn't it? Because Man United and Spurs, it's almost like you've got two different teams from the league to the cup. And by the way, I'm not saying all the performances from both Man United and Spurs have been great in the cups, but both are just swimming along nicely. Both have made the final whilst having absolutely dreadful seasons. We talk a lot about Ange going, even if he wins. Does anyone think that there's any chance Amorim goes if he doesn't win?
No, he's staying. He's there for at least another season. They're giving him his chance to get it together, basically.
They'll be back. United will be back.
I think he's a very good manager.
What do you mean by that, May? Elaborate. When you say they'll be back.
As a club, Man United are big. Not like Tottenham. Everything about them is big. And within 3-4 seasons, they'll be back competing with Champions League, competing with cups. They won a trophy last year. Just think about that. They've been so awful, but they can still win a trophy. It's not like us where we haven't won a trophy for 16 years or Newcastle for 70 years. They're a big club. You can have bad seasons, but you still they're in a final. They're in a European final after a shit season. Last season they had an awful season as well, and they got to it. They won a cup. So I don't see how you can compare both of us being awful.
Yeah, no, listen, I agree. I mean, listen, I'm guessing right now on Man United fan channels, they're having the same conversations, right? I'm guessing we're sitting there going, we need it 10 more times than them. And I'm guessing they're sitting there going, we need this 10 more times. We're Man United. We win things. But guys, Bilbao, right? Both Man United and Spurs, both right now are going to be sitting there fancying it. What do we do for the next 2 weeks? We've got Villa. And we have Palace and Villa. Then we go to Bilbao. Are we completely resting all the first team players, or are we just giving them a half an hour in both games? What are we doing?
I'd say more than half hour in games and such. Take it as it comes. Like I said, the league to me is irrelevant, and even now it is even more irrelevant. Basically, it doesn't matter whether we finish 15th or 17th. It's irrelevant to me. It has been for a while. Now is where he needs to be sensible with the players. They still need some playing time so that they don't. They basically still need some playing time on there, but I don't think we have to overwork it as such because there's only one game that matters now, and this is the final.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
absolutely.
And United will be also the same for this. They'll completely neglect the league, won't they? Just to focus really on this final. So both teams
have got nothing to lose either.
They've got nothing to lose, so they'll literally just do what we do. We'll manage the minutes of players that need it and run out the kids. I just run the kids out and bring the experienced players on in matches. Run the kids out now. Screw it. We got a final to think about.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It really is mad. Right, talk to me, guys. Who impressed tonight? Who didn't impress? What happened?
Bissouma.
Where's the energy? We're in a final, guys. Everyone's looking at me like I'm asking maths questions at Matty's exam tomorrow. Come on, who were the better players today?
I'd answer them anyway because I got O-level maths.
Well done.
Anyway,
well done you.
Yes.
Van de Ven was all right. I say Van de Ven to me. He was
that before
everywhere.
calculators.
We had Abacus down. Abacus.
Yeah,
but
anybody? Any football chat? Who was good tonight? I'm trying to get the conversation flowing.
Everyone was above decent, but I think for me, Johnson was awful. I thought. I mean, did you see the yellow card? He was so lazy all game. I thought he had the chance to tackle Bodo when it was so easy. I watch it, and when whoever was on the ball drives a bit, Johnson cracks him from behind. Like, why are you doing that? It was the ball was so far away. But good players. I thought Porro was amazing. His goal was clearly a mistake. That was clearly a cross, an awful cross.
No, I meant it.
His all-round game was very good today. Van Den was very good. Bissouma was very good.
The whole back line was good.
Solanke was very good, I thought.
Yeah. Bissouma impressed me. Especially it was about 60 minutes. It was about 60 minutes when he picked the ball up by the halfway line and he drove forward. That's what he does.
Our players show up in big games. Big games, we show up. Small games, we don't. We see every single week in the Prem, we look so bad.
Whoa.
Slow down. Slow down, Matt. Slow down, mate.
Slow down, Matt. Slow down. I remember a big game at Anfield where we got battered 4-0. I remember. That's not a big game.
Wait, which one? Sorry, I thought you were talking about last week. Sorry.
We got battered 4-0 at Liverpool in a semi-final of a cup.
I thought you meant last week Anfield.
No. Then the following weekend, Matty, the following weekend after that, we got battered by Villa in the FA Cup at theirs. When you're saying we turn up for every big game, the 2 Arsenal North London derbies.
I was going to say that.
Big game.
Yeah.
I think the only two that didn't really turn up today was Johnson and Kulusevski. For me, are the only two that didn't really do their job today, and I could say Richarlison as well. Basically, I think the defense did what they had to do.
Richarlison
wasn't that much, but I think the defense did what they had to do. I thought if I've got to give man the match, for me it goes to Porro. I thought Adoji looked absolutely shocking in the first half, but got his act together in the second half, and I think Bentancur had a good game as well.
Yeah,
sort of. I think he had more of a game that you'd have noticed him more if he wasn't on the pitch than being on the pitch, if you get what I mean. I think he done quite a bit of the dirty work today as well. But for me, the best two on the pitch today was Bissouma or Porro. The rest of it just went with the flow and they got the job done. Johnson, we know he's just shit, basically, apart from that tapping he can do. Richarlison, same. And Kulusevski, he just does not look right. He doesn't look fit.
No, Kulusevski doesn't look fit. But the thing that worried me most was Solanke. I mean, the ball just bounces off the fella. I mean, I know he scored the header. Fair play to him. He absolutely rose like a salmon for it. Good header. Keeper should have maybe done a bit better. He was a bit unsighted. But his overall link-up play is just not good enough. And I was saying in the chat, I mean, Gary Doherty in the 90s actually has better link-up and hold-up play than Solanke. I mean, he's a big guy, but he doesn't use his size or strength. He just gets sort of batted off the ball. You know, I'm about 5'5", but I feel like I've got a good chance of shoulder-to-shoulder going with him. He's lightweight for his size.
It winds me up, that does.
But the thing that I thought was really good second half, I was about to criticise when Sava's stream went off, when Perchy knocked it out. I was about to go in a bit on Bissouma and Bentancur. Second half, they absolutely shoved it straight back down my throat. Both of them. What a performance second half. They grabbed that game, both of them, by the scruff of the neck. And fair play to them.
Yeah, I thought Bissouma for me was I think Bissouma does so much in games and it's always overlooked. And it's the putting out of fires. Because he's not a skillful, graceful player on the ball. When it's at his feet, people don't notice him. But I thought he put out loads of fires in the first half. Second half,
he had a good first half.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I thought he put out loads of fires in the first half. Second half, I thought he was winning every tackle in the midfield, every 50-50 he was winning. And again, I thought the same as last week. I thought Bentancur this week. I thought first half, I thought Bentancur was awful. Second half, I thought he got to grips with the game a little bit more. It's like I said to you, Dan. When that first goal went in, it gave everyone in a Spurs shirt that renewed energy. Suddenly we were winning 50-50s. Suddenly we were first to every ball. But I do agree with what you said, Rich. For me, what's so disappointing for me is how many times the ball goes into Solanke and he can't hold it up. It's and we've got to be wary of that. When we go to Man United, they're going to have 3 centre-halves. And the ball's not going to stick. So he's really got to get better with that. Someone's got to coach that into him.
Can I just say quickly? Someone said in the chat we should start Mikey Moore in the final. What are you talking about? Why would we start Mikey Moore in a final?
Nah.
No. I mean, Mikey Moore's not going to start. Listen, he's not starting Mikey Moore in games that don't matter in the Premier League, let alone starting him in a final of a European competition. Sonny, I'm guessing, will be back for the final, and it will be Son, Solanke, and Johnson. He loves Johnson, so
and he's got to give Son some game time, hasn't he? In the next couple of games, and Son's got to get some minutes on him.
Definitely.
Yeah,
he can't just do a Kane and drop him in on the final.
If Mikey Moore's going to get a game, it'll be in the next two.
I'm seeing apparently Mason Mount scoring from the halfway line. He got a brace tonight, didn't he, Mason Mount? But listen, guys. I mean, look, I think you know, we're going to have to play a lot better than that, the way we played in those two legs against Man United. But it will be a very, very different game. Does anyone think that it could be a shit game because both teams are going to be so nervous? Or do you think we're going to see a really high score, a really good game because both teams are, let's be fair, both teams have been really poor this year? What are we looking at?
4-0 United.
No, come on.
That, Matty.
No, come on.
You don't mean that. Come on. You don't. Let's have some sensible comments. We're not in a WhatsApp group now, Matty. We're live. We're live on stream. Right,
you know what? With that game can go a couple of ways. That game can easily be the next one to Spurs and West Ham. Basically, it can easily just be who is shitter on today, easily, for the way they have played all season, both teams. But then again, that can quite easily turn out to be another day where just both teams turn up and you end up with a cracking game. It could go one of both ways. I don't think there's in the middle with that one. It's either going to be an absolutely shockingly hurtful, painful game to watch like the West Ham one, or it is actually going to be a good game to watch.
Yes, Matt, I have seen loads of adjustments as we've won 1 in 9 league games. I've seen loads of adjustments, mate. Lubo, welcome to the panel. How hot are you?
Fine. I thought first half was awful, but we controlled the whole game pretty much. We were never in any real trouble, were we?
No.
We
weren't.
Professional job without actually having to play well.
And your man of the match?
Man of the match. Paul. I thought the back four, generally were pretty good. Man of the match. Maybe Romero. Shaded, but I thought he was superb. I thought Romero was excellent.
I don't think he had anything to really do, did he?
No, he didn't.
I thought he did brilliantly. I thought he didn't put a foot wrong.
Towards the end, he did. Towards the end, he did.
He can't praise Bissouma, so we're going to one of his favourites.
I just said Romero shaded from Bissouma. I thought Porro had a very good. I thought the whole of the back four played well, and Bissouma. I thought they were excellent. I think they had 2 shots the whole game, didn't they? The one from the right hand corner of the box, and the one in injury time when the game was dead. They hardly had a shot, did they?
It wasn't a game of chances for either team. Well, it wasn't a. It's not going to go down as a classic, but
that's for sure.
Well, it's not going to go down as a classic, but
that is for sure.
Again, I just feel that for me, Bissouma, I want to give him his. I know the kids say flowers. I want to give him his flowers because he's taken a lot of stick this year. He's taken a lot of stick, and then in 2 big games, I thought he's been brilliant in both of them.
Absolutely.
I've got to turn around and say, though, I've been Bissouma's biggest defender the 2 seasons he's been with us because of what he's done at Brighton. I've literally defended that guy. He's been played out of position week in, week out. Fans are screaming at him when you realise what his true position is.
He's been awful. Since the 10th game last season, he's been awful. He's been dreadful. You can't blame it on anyone else. He's been awful.
You can. He's played totally out. He's played totally out of sync. Bissouma, he has played totally out of sync. And then, like I said to you, Matt, literally every mistake he makes, 9 times out of 10, calamity mistake, he's always in a defensive situation. He's not a defensive player. He's
playing slightly in the wrong position doesn't justify it. It doesn't justify it.
Well, just quickly, we're going to get into this. We're going to get into this, but hang on. You're sitting in the WhatsApp group, Phil, telling me that Spurs have had nothing to do. They didn't trouble us at all and weren't scary. Now you're laughing when I said Romero didn't. Which one is it? Were Bodo good and we defended brilliantly, or or Romero had nothing to do? Come on. We can't have it always. You can't have it always. Yeah, but I'm just going to block him in it. You can't have it always. I'm not having this. If you're going to chat shit, keep to one of your shit opinions. You can't have two shit opinions at once.
Look,
sorry.
Let me give you an example of a player.
You can't, Lubo. Surely you can't. You can't be having it. I'll let you into all the secret. So in the WhatsApp group, he's telling me, "Oh, Bodo, they haven't worried us at all. They've had nothing. Blah blah blah. It's been comfortable." So when I say, "Yeah, well, I don't think Romero had anything to do," suddenly, laughing, he had nothing to do. Well, what did Romero have to do? I don't know what Romero had to do
doing much. It was mostly Van der Ven mopping up everything from what I was seeing.
Yeah, the good game as well. Van der Ven did well. Listen, the pair of them, they didn't. They hardly let anything through, did they? There were plenty of balls were coming into the box. They dealt with all of them pretty much. I was really disappointed with Bodo. I honestly thought we'd get through, but I thought we'd scrape. I really thought we'd scrape through today.
I agree. I thought they were going to be hard work.
I thought they were poor.
I thought they were going to be harder work than that. I don't deny that. And for Matt, it's an example for you, yeah? Take an old player like Paul Scholes. For me, he's one of the most underrated players the Premiership has ever seen because he don't get half the credit that player deserves, yeah? The one thing they always said for him to never do was tackle a person.
Yeah.
How much you teach that man, he couldn't tackle come love nor money without taking the cap.
And then if you go to one of the greats of the game,
some players have just got it, and some players ain't got it when it comes to certain things. No matter how much you teach them or train them, they ain't ever going to have it. Bissouma
wasn't it Zidane that turned around and said about Paul Scholes?
What I'm saying is Bissouma, Bissouma is not a defensive player. He's
no.
Into tackles.
Bissouma impressed me. I think it was on 60 Minutes when he picked the ball up inside the centre circle and he drove forward about 30 yards, and then he passed it off to someone. That is the Bissouma we need to see, not backed by the defence because he goes crazy and does stupid things, sticks a foot in and gives away a penalty or a foul. Or we need to see Bissouma near the centre circle, the one who's going to pick it up and drive forward.
How long have I been saying this?
Well, we've all been saying it. We've all been saying it.
Saba, who played better tonight? Patrick Berg or Bissouma?
Jesus Christ. I thought in the first half, Patrick Berg had some nice passing. They had 60% of the ball. Everything went through him. They got nothing in the final third. I thought second half, Bissouma was much better in the midfield and Berg couldn't get on the ball as much. There you go. Balanced.
Yeah, I was messaging Perchy half time saying Berg has done amazing because Berg played really well. His link-up play, his balls, I admitted, you were right. He was really good. But what I saw from Bissouma...
He's a cultured player, Matty. He's a cultured player. But, I think that there's a shelf life to what can be achieved for him at Bodo with the forwards that he's playing with. But all of the passing went through him in the first half, much better. First half, second half, I thought we got to grips with the game a lot better.
But I'm surprised that no one snatched him in the last 10 years. He's been at Bodo for 10 years. He had some bad loans. I'm surprised no one snatched him up.
But a lot of what Bodo do is they sell players and then the players end up coming back. That's what Bodo's model is. To think just over 8 years ago, this team were in the second division. Their former manager took them up a league and left. And it's been this manager that's been with Bodo now 7 going into 8 seasons. Back-to-back promotions kept them in the top tier of their division and in Europe, season in, season out. This manager is quite special to be able to do that in Norway.
We've seen every single game in the Europa League. We have seen Ange adapt to an extent, and we've seen him do what's right for our team. And we have seen him defend today. We have seen him against Frankfurt do what we want him to do. So we can see he can do it. He just doesn't want to. He's too arrogant to do it in a Premier League game. He only does it when he needs to, when it actually matters. So there's not a reason why we've gone so far in the Europa League. I mean, you could say we've had a good run, but we have played well in the Europa League game.
Played well, Matty. We've limped through, mate. Come on.
I think we limped through most of that tournament, but people will clip me just saying that one thing, which pisses me off. Rich is right. Matty, when we're saying he's changed it up, he changed it up against Frankfurt. I haven't seen him change it up other than that. Have we really?
In the second half against Frankfurt, by the way.
In the second half against Frankfurt, I feel like we're trying to rewrite history. Look, brilliant that we're in the final, but I do feel like I don't think we've played that well to get there. I'm not saying it matters before Lubo tells me off, but I feel like we're trying to rewrite that it's been this magical run where we've blown teams away and looked really good.
It's been flat.
Well, look at it in another context.
That Ajax game, and think about the run we had in the Champions League and how we had to overcome adversity. We had to really pull it back in certain games. You could see what Poch was doing. You could see there was a plan. He brought on Llorente. He went more direct. He changed it up. We have absolutely, and we've got through against Frankfurt with a penalty. They've missed 2 sitters towards the end. I'm just sitting here. I'll be quite honest with you all. I'm absolutely astounded that we're in a European final. I'm seriously in shock. It has been the worst season. I'm 46 in a few weeks. It has been the worst season bar none for me, and I can't believe we're in a European final.
No,
it is mental.
You've got to take this with a massive pinch of salt as well. It's the first season in European Cups in all the different leagues of this that the teams haven't dropped down from place to place. So the Champions League a few seasons ago, third would get you into Europa. You finish third in Europa, you go down to the conference. This is the first season where these teams haven't trickled down. So we haven't had like the better teams, better European Cup teams moving down.
That's right. That's right, though. If you go into a competition, you get knocked out, you should stay out. You shouldn't there shouldn't be a secondary, you get a second chance. That's wrong.
I never agreed with that anyway. I never agreed with that ruling that you could finish third and then be moved down one. Like in Europa as well, you could be moved down to conference. I never agreed with that. Why should these other teams be pushed out?
Look,
and then I should always
this season. After this season, they're going to have a look at it again. Because come on, let's just be totally honest now. Yeah, this Europa Cup has been absolutely fucking shocking in every which way. Yeah. They are going to have a look at it on what to do with it. The fact that the 2 finalists is like what 16th and 15th or whatever in the Premier League shows it all. They're going to have another look at this one again to try and get it up a gear again. And the one thing they will keep with it, because the only thing that has made this competition is the fact that you win it, you get in the Champions League. Otherwise, people wouldn't even butter an eyelid at this. That is the only thing that has made this competition.
14th and 16th in the Premier League have gone through in the final 5-1 and 7-1 on aggregate. If we're talking about standards, isn't it? I'm not knocking it. We've got to win it because we've got to win the Champions League. But David R's got you here, Lubo. He's got you. So they said if we're going to say
the Champions League should get a place in next season's Europa. No, it's not.
Yeah.
That's the prize for winning a competition. You go into the one above. But
the reason they put it there, Ian, is because otherwise no one would this cup probably wouldn't even be here anymore if they hadn't made that change to it.
Well, no one would take it seriously, would they?
The whole thing's been watered down, hasn't it?
The conference get Europa, so everything trickles up, doesn't it?
They've got to make it worthwhile. I mean, really, apart from getting in the Champions League, give it 4 years ago, who actually really cared about the Europa Cup? It was looked on basically as small as the League Cup, basically. Nobody cared. Even the teams that came down from the Champions League didn't care. As soon as they gave it a good little prize at the end of it of getting into the Champions League with it, bang. Next thing you know, people are interested in it. People want to win it. Teams want to win it. You've got to give something at the end, light at the end of the tunnel that's worth going for, basically. And that's what they've had to do with this cup. And
do you know what I've always said, Dan? Right, I've always said that there should be, say there's 4 places, Champions League, they should give 3 of them to the top 3 in the Premier League. The other one should be the FA Cup winners.
Yeah.
So people,
that's a good.
I agree, but for devil's advocate, I do see the argument against that. I agree with you, but the argument that is against that is that should you be given a Champions League place for winning 6 games? Is it 6 games they'd have to win to win the final?
6 or 7, isn't it?
6 or 7. Yeah. It's a huge thing to say. right, 6 or 7 games, I'm now a Champions League club versus, hang on, I've deserved it over 38 games a season. There's a huge
Then they'd have to do it in every league as well, wouldn't they? They'd have to do it in
course.
Bundesliga, Spanish league, French league, and that's just not going to happen.
Can
I mean,
if
I'm going to be honest my way, Champions League is a bit of a rip-off anyway in its own way, in the aspect of, I feel the Champions League should only be the winners of each league.
Mm-hmm.
That would be more interesting.
They should have
everyone on the panel.
Europa underneath it. But
that's what it was when I was a kid. That's what it was when I was young.
Do people see a world where Ange wins Europa League, Paratici comes in, and Ange stays?
No,
definitely not.
Paratici didn't want him. He said not to get him, but then they brought in Lange and Ange and Munn and all that lot, and that's what it was.
Ange is done. He's dusted. He's finished. He's gone.
Yeah.
Baked later. See you later, mate.
If we win Europa.
No, even if we win Europa, he's gone. I'll bet money on it here and now on the table. £100. He's gone. Yeah.
I can't see Levy sacking him after we win Europa.
Okay.
But Matty, you're not thinking about the bigger picture.
I just hope he can leave on a bigger note, sort of thing. He's totally screwed it up here at Spurs. Everything. Let's just hope he can leave with there you go, with a bit of a middle finger to the fans as well, sort of thing. And we'll just say thank you very much, and let's go to the next stage.
There's no way Daniel Levy is gonna look at this and say that I can condone what's gone on in the league. I truly believe that. We've had this chat before as well. Vinay Venkatesham coming in as CEO. Anyone who's going in as a new CEO at a company, the first thing they're going to do is have a deep dive of the books of everything, aren't they? They're going to have a look at all the ins, all the incomings, all the outgoings. And Vinay Venkatesham's not an idiot. He's going to look and go, well, Daniel, this year compared to last year, this is what you made money-wise, and it's going to be like that. So I get it. I get that people go, oh, but he's won a trophy. The problem is, for me, as much as we want to win a trophy and need it for the Champions League, I don't think it papers over how bad Tottenham have been for 18 months, Matty. It's been really bad for 18 months, hasn't it? And I don't think winning one game against Man United. Listen, what I would say is this, right? Spurs should learn, if we win it, from the Ten Hag saga last summer, right?
Yes.
Where Man United, the owners would have sacked him if he hadn't beaten City in the final. They didn't. They gave him, because he won the trophy, they gave him 230, 240 million, whatever it was. It was a lot. He spent it, and then 3-4 months later, he sacked. Hang on.
Exactly.
And now you're sitting in a position where Ruben Amorim's coming in going, I need my own players. And the board are like, well, hang on, we've just spent 250, 200 whatever million on new players. Sentiment is the killer. Sentiment will be the killer here. Mark my words. Sentiment.
The thing is,
I just want to say goodbye quick because I've got to jump.
Right.
I want to jump
Me too,
on.
Thanks a lot for having me on, guys.
I want to give Stell a quick hello quickly because I'm knackered.
Yes.
All right, then. I'll speak to you later. Take care.
Cheers.
We're in the final.
Cheers, Dan.
That bloody thing.
Cheers, Dan. See you, mate.
See you guys. Well, I've got to make hay while the sun shines. See you later while the sun doesn't shine.
See you later, Rich.
Cheers, Rich.
Bye.
Big up, mate.
Quickly, what I'm saying is, Levy's a people pleaser. He will know.
No, he's not.
You will know. If
he is not, mate.
If we win Europa, 90% of our fans will want Ange to stay, and you know that because YouTube isn't the end of fans.
No, I disagree.
The thing is, with what you said, Saba,
people pleaser.
With what you said, Saba, just a minute ago.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Right, are you going to make that point and then bugger off? Okay, fair enough.
Obviously.
But I'll come on another
Do people not understand how these YouTube debate shows work? You make a point and then just drop.
He's got maths exam. He's got maths exam. He's got a maths exam.
Now, Matt, anyway, 1 + 1 is 2.
But whatever you said, what you were saying, Saba, about like the money and all that, and the trophy. Daniel Levy doesn't care about trophies. He just cares about money.
Correct.
And when that whatever his name was is coming in, and he said, "Well, You ain't made this much this year as you did last year. And just gone. Especially if Paratici comes in. Because he told him not to sign him in the first place.
Yeah, he did.
You know, it was only Munn that got him in because he's his mate from Oz. Or Lange or whoever it was. The one who organised the Olympics in Australia. Lange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lange, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Well, that's his mate. And so if Paratici comes back, Ange is long gone.
Ange is gone, Munn's gone, Lang may well be gone because he'll bring Nini back.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well,
let's just hope we win this. Get rid of this backroom staff and this dreadful coaches. Bring in someone with real quality. If we win this, even devil's advocate, we don't win it. We still find a decent enough manager to try and get us to where we want to be and need to be.
It's amazing. It's amazing how the team do when they actually put in a shift, isn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't particularly pretty, but they all put a shift in pretty much.
I've been screaming 4-2-3-1 for the.
We haven't seen that. How many times have we seen them put a proper shift in this season?
I said at half time, Lubo, I don't care if the whole game is a shit fest, a stink fest.
The first half was, wasn't it? First half.
And I wouldn't have cared.
Dreadful.
And I wouldn't have cared if the second half was as well. Just 0-0 would have done me. 0-0.
Second half. I thought we did much better second half.
Yeah.
Overall,
we got to the final and we played like this and not the suicidal bloody Premier League bullshit.
Well, that's right. Well, it wasn't suicidal.
The difference is,
I know, but I don't want us to play that against Man United. If we played against Man United, they do us for some reason.
He's going to have to find a happy medium though, because the way we played tonight, you're not going to break down Man United. We didn't attack. Today we had nothing in attack. Let's be brutally honest. Our goals came from a lucky goal. I'm not knocking it. Everything I say sounds like I'm knocking it, but a goal came from a corner and from a cross shot. He's going to have to find a way to get some creativity in, because I'll be honest, guys, Kulusevski for me looks absolutely he looks like he needs a summer holiday more than anyone I've ever seen on a football pitch.
Honestly, I don't think he's fit.
I don't think he doesn't look fit. I get it.
He's either fit, he's either not fit or knackered.
And I go back to what I said at the weekend after the West Ham game, because Kulu was dreadful, wasn't he? He's been dreadful for weeks, and I just said, stick Mikey Moore in now on Sunday in the 10, and then at Villa, which might be a touch too far for him, but stick him in. Let's see how he does, because we need creativity in Bilbao. And there was, it was.
He's not going to do it, Lubo. He's not going to do it. You know he's not.
Nobody else. We got no one else. And if he's relying on Kulu, we got a problem.
Yeah.
We have got a problem.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Horrible conditions there tonight. Driving rain, -2 degrees, plastic pitch. It couldn't have been easy. That's why I thought, they did a really good job. Everyone's been talking up Bodo and talking up the pitch, and they've won 30 out of 37 games, and they've scored 19 in 7 games in Europe this season, which is virtually 3 a game. And we went there and kept the clean sheet like we did in Frankfurt. I thought it was really good.
We did well, but do you know what? Do you know what pisses me off about the fact that we've done that, Lubo? Is what we've just been talking about. It's like when you see that we can change and adapt. Where is that? Where is that? During the league, where is that? That's the frustrating thing for me.
Where's it been for 2 years?
We still there?
Yeah. Where's this manager been adapting for 2 years? Because if you play like that again, notice tonight there was no inverting. There was no inverting. Yeah, the 2 midfielders sat in front of the back 4, and again, and this is my biggest issue with him. So when the people have a go at me, my biggest issues are all of our best wins have been when we don't play Ange ball. This is what frustrates me. Then when we go back to league games, you go, oh, we're watching this crap again.
I've got to tell you, we haven't played Ange ball since the Chelsea game. That first 20 minutes before the sendings off and the injuries, when we got beat 4-1, Sonny was a hairbreadth away with that disallowed goal. We'd have been 2-0 up. We'd have probably buried them 4 or 5 that night. But since happened,
I'm not talking No, but that's not what I mean, Lubo. When I talk about Ange Ball, I don't talk about the 10 anomalies at the beginning of last season. I just mean what we see every week. Inverted fullbacks, no midfield, high line, chaos. That for me is Ange Ball. Yeah. And this is the problem. If he had some sort of halfway house all season and last year, I don't think we'd all be sitting here going, I don't like the manager. Because this is a really weird feeling, guys, to be in a Europa final, but also acknowledging I don't like the manager because of how crap we've been in the league for nearly 18 months, 19 months. This is an oxymoron, so to speak, isn't it? I don't know how I feel because he should have been doing
not the
league.
same. It's not the same as 2019, is it? That night in Ajax.
No, of course it's not.
No, everyone loved the manager. Some more than others, I might add.
But the funny thing is that with Ajax, they killed us for 3/4 of that time.
Yeah.
And we had 45 minutes. I mean, we could have come away from White Hart Lane 3 or 4-0 down that night.
Yeah.
Frankie de Jong was superb that day.
No, but when we did make the final, more or last minute, last kick, whatever it was, everybody, there wasn't a single Spurs fan that didn't love Poch at the time. Not a single one. Not a single one. But now we're in the final, and it's like, we're in the final, but we don't particularly like the manager. You know what I mean?
Well, do you know what? Let's enjoy it. It's second final in 41 years, and sometimes in life generally as well. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And
look,
exactly.
I'm happy. Listen. I know loads of people are gonna. I can't wait to wake up to my YouTube messages in the morning as though I've said we're gonna lose, but it just does. It frustrates me massively that he never tweaks for Premier League. It frustrates the life out of me. And that is why, and if Matty K had stuck around for his own debate, that is why, for me, it doesn't listen, cut run, brilliant. But if we are going to be brutally honest, beating Elfsborg, Karabag, Ferencvaros, Bodo, these games don't make me go, give this guy another year. They don't. I'm sorry, guys. Even if we win it, and we haven't won it yet, even if we win it, it doesn't make me go, this is the guy that I believe can implement something that every week we're moving forward in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, I have said a lot of crap about this guy for 2 years. It was still, as much as I want us to win this, it will still leave a bad taste in my mouth that this manager has been so rude and obnoxious to the press, who can be your best friend, and being rude and obnoxious to fans, basically trying to front up to them and offer them out. I want us to win this, but I can't take the arrogance of this manager.
I can't. Do you know what? It just goes over my head now, Corey. I don't take any notice of him.
Yeah, I don't.
I really don't. I really don't. He's not.
I want him to win the final now, and then say, thank you very much, and then we move on. But listen, I think we're talking like it's a foregone conclusion. United have suddenly started scoring goals.
Yeah,
United are starting to score. I've just seen Mason Mount's goal from the halfway line. Good finish, lad. They're starting to score goals.
Tap in, was it? Tap in.
That's
from the halfway line.
That's what I mean. Tapping.
Did you see? The only goal I've seen from that game was Bilbao's opener. That was superb. Again, Anana, another one. Yeah, someone said I heard someone on the radio today say let's bring Lucas Moura back for one game to hold Anana.
Look. It's gonna be a good final, right? It's gonna be a good final from the point of view. Look, in many things, the English media are gonna hype it up. It's gonna get more coverage because it was the two teams that were the top seeded teams to win the Europa League at the beginning of the tournament. Don't know if anyone knows that. Tottenham and Man U were the favourites. It's going to get hype because of the YouTube content creators for Spurs and Man United and all these panel shows. But all I know is we've got to find something different. Can't do that. We won't be able to play like that against them. By the way, I don't think they're great, by the way. I'm not making them great, but they have got more punch than the Bodo team we saw tonight. They do have pace with the likes of Diallo and Hoyt. So I think I'm looking forward to it. And it's 2 weeks tonight, right?
No, 2 weeks
yesterday.
2 weeks yesterday. Sorry.
And guess who's going to be working?
Got 12 days.
No.
Sick.
No, you can't.
No.
Are you going, Lubo? I'm guessing you'll get tickets.
Yes, I haven't got a flight yet. I'm just waiting for. I'm waiting for sports options. We've just been on. My son and I have just been on, and to get a flight out there Tuesday night and come back Thursday, for the two of us, is €3,200.
We'll swim over there.
Yeah, you do look a bit like Duncan Goodhue. You could.
There we go.
I'd like to be able to swim like him.
I'm sure there's enough ferries that can get you across to France. You can drive.
Hang on.
Cheaper.
Good drive.
Well, what about Eurostar and trains and?
I sat down at the computer yesterday afternoon and I looked at all the different routes via Mallorca, via Frankfurt, via.
Bloody hell, man! You're going the wrong direction.
No, all of them.
We're going to go like North Europe.
All of them. To get to Bilbao via Paris, staying overnight in Paris Tuesday night, flying in Wednesday morning was fine. It was about 250 quid, and then it was about 900 quid to get home.
Isn't there like a cheeky route anywhere, Lubo? Like a flight into the Netherlands and out, or a flight into Scotland and out? I'm just thinking of like 45-minute flights that you could then.
We're going to do. My son and I are going to do a one-day trip, which we'll do it with sports options, and they'll come.
I was on about going on trains, Lubo. You know, you get Eurostar.
No, I looked at the trains. It's like something like 21 hours, Mark. I mean, it's just madness.
That's nothing, man. Yeah, I spent 2 days going to the last protest.
No thanks. No thanks.
No, that's a long old journey, isn't it? That is a long old journey. But look, as I said, I'll we'll wrap up in the next 5-10 minutes. But as I said, I'm just really pleased for the fans. You know, all the banter aside, look at the rowing in WhatsApp groups, the rowing on YouTube channels, the debates in the pub. I'm just pleased for all the fans that no matter who you want in, who you want out, owner, players, manager, just for one night we can go, yeah, we're in a final, right? I just hope that we turn up to this one, because that was the biggest disappointment for me with 2019 was the utter high of Ajax versus a final that never got off the ground, didn't it? It was we never got going. So for me, I just hope we put in a good performance, and we're 90 minutes away from Champions League football. We're 19 minutes away. I'll tell you what, though, if we get Champions League football, this squad needs surgery. If we get European football, Champions League, you can't be going into the Champions League with Johnson on the right, Solanke up front, Richarlison. You know, you can't. You've got to. It will need surgery, guys. It will need surgery, big time.
Top to bottom.
Major.
We got Donnelly coming back.
Donnelly's come back. Archie Gray will play in the number 6 in the final.
Yeah. Archie Gray in the 6.
Why not? Mikey, get Mikey in.
The Lubo wants Gray instead of Bissouma. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, gentlemen. Mind-blowing. I'll tell you what, though. On that note, guys, I'll be honest. I have been streaming like all day. I am absolutely cream crackered. Listen, we'll go again 10 a.m. tomorrow morning as we normally do. But look, Lubo, good on ya. Thanks for coming on. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Corey.
No
look,
worries.
Whatever our opinions of manager, of players, of owner, tonight we're in a European final. We're 90 minutes away from glory. It's been a very, very long time. So let's hope we can change that. Before we go, Rob Brown, thank you so much for the super sticker. One of my favourite people, Rob Brown, because I love that little pug that's just on his back legs looking out the window. I know a pug when I see a pug. Big up to you, Rob. Thank you so much. Kevin Wilson has said, Savvy, your channel is class, but look out for Rangers in the next few years winning the Europa League. We are WATP. What?
We are that pony. There you go.
Oh, right. I see. I don't know. Big up to you, Kevin. All I read was Savvy, your channel is class. I'm just ignoring the rest. Thank you so much, Kevin. Really appreciate that super chat. Thank you very much. Big up to A user. So the Porro goal reminded me of the Winks goal. Yes, he didn't mean it at all. But you know what? When it goes in, it changed everything. It settled everything, and we knew we were out of sight. So
I bet in his post-match interview, Porro said I meant that.
No, did he mean that?
Yeah. No, I know he didn't, but I bet in the post-match interview he said, of course I meant it.
Well, listen, big up to a user. Really appreciate you. Kevin Wilson came back in again and said, Dan, totally agree. Champions League is for champions of the leagues from a season ticket of Rangers FC. Kevin, I think the problem is, again, playing devil's advocate, I don't disagree in theory that it should just be the champions, but it would be a very short tournament, wouldn't it, if it was just one from each league? I do think that there's too many. I do think it's crazy that England are going to have 6 people in the Champions League. I do think that is crazy. It is, right? Am I right? 5 from the league, and then the winners of Spurs and Man United.
Yeah. Back in the day, though, back in the day, the Champions League, whatever it was called back then, was knockout as well.
Yeah, it was straight.
Yeah, it was knockout. It was straight knockout.
That's right. It was 32 teams, wasn't it?
Yeah, straight knockout.
Yeah.
No,
if you lost the first round, you was gone.
It's just crazy. 6 Premier League teams in the Champions League. By the way, it's not the Premier League. Any country that has 6 in a Champions League, it just feels just a little bit overcooked to me. But it's all about the money, isn't it? It's all about the money.
You look at the UEFA Cup. When we won that in '84, that was a proper trophy.
It was straight knockout, wasn't it? Straight knockout.
And look at the teams you had in. You had the runners-up from all the leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, third and fourth. It was a superb competition. But what I will say, I'll just say 2 things about tonight. I thought it's so typical Spurs that we've had the most disastrous league season for many, many years, and we're in a European final.
It's mad.
But I do think, I must say, that all of us fans deserve it.
Yeah,
all of us deserve it. The shit we've had to put up with for 18 months, boy, do the fans deserve Wednesday week in Bilbao. I've got to say.
Listen, I'll say this. If ever there was a club that defied all logic and rationale, it is Tottenham Hotspur. This is the worst football I've ever seen. This is the worst manager I've ever seen. This is the worst league season I've ever seen. And we're in a European final against them lot. So this can be mad. But big up to when the Spurs go marching in. So big up, Sava. We are on the way to Bilbao. Yes, we are. But we agree on the sense online has to go. I love his style. But when he goes and let's get a manager that will take us to the top. Listen, I think, there's let's get through the next 13 days. Let's see what happens because we're talking like he's won it. This is not going to be easy. This is going to be a tough task. Ruben Amorim as well, because let's be fair, Ruben Amorim has come in, taken over a shit show. And if he wins, he can just go mic drop. Not even his own players. Yeah. Mic drop, I've won. See you later. Give me whatever I want. Whereas I think Ange is the complete opposite end of the scale. Do you know what I mean? So this is going to be a real interesting game for 2 managers that have not done well this year. But big up to you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Guys, thoroughly enjoyed it. Love the debate. Love the rowing. Archie Gray to start the final. That's what it's all about. Archie Gray and Mikey Moore to start the final. Sam, we'll see you in the final, my friend. We'll see you in the final. Take care, everyone. And as always, I am shattered. Come on, you Spurs. We're going to Bilbao.
Spurs are on their way to Bilbao.